Good morning, you guys. I almost said good evening. Some reason I was getting a okay. Now I see. I got a feedback. That's what's going on. I got a feedback. Hold on, you guys. Okay. How is everybody doing this morning? I hope y'all doing okay. I know I just put a video up, but I had wanted to do a live. Hey, Nicolay, and Chantel. How is everybody doing? True Aquarius, Teresa Kane. Who else is in here? Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come into the room. I need y'all to really help me out. Make sure if y'all could oh, I think I could see though who's hitting the like button. Yeah. We only got 9 likes, but it's 19 people in here. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Miss Diane. If y'all would share the video on your pages, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Um, we're narrowing down who it is, the people that's behind messing with my subscribers. Okay. I think it's a shame, that people are so jealous hearted, that they, would want to mess with my subscribers. And this has been going on for a while. And the thing about it is, when you start to, you know that some of these people are involved together, and I'm not gonna shine a spotlight on them, but it's like, dog, it's sad when women can be so jealous hearted, that they will participate in something like this. I knew with the obsessiveness that a woman had to be also involved. It's sad. Y'all make sure y'all check y'all credit reports and stuff, and make sure ain't nobody running y'all's credit and checking y'all's credit without y'all's permission and things of that nature, because they hacking and getting people's information. And they got these little side businesses where they think it's legitimate, but I ain't giving nobody permission to run my motherfucking credit. Okay, so it's gonna be some repercussions behind that. And to dig into, regardless to how they might try to say it's public information. No, bitch. You don't go and run my damn credit. You don't go and dig into my information. Okay. My social security number and nobody's social security number is public information. Okay. So these folks committing federal crimes. So I don't give a damn about the black market or whatever they call it. They ain't got no business going getting people's information. They using their hackers to get people's information. So it's a shame. As soon as I go live, they start unsubscribing. Okay, my people, you got to be a miserable motherfucker to sit up and watch me that closely. They have people to hack into your phones. And some of them so dumb they regurgitate. They want to know what I'm talking about so bad. Some conversations that I go, damn, I had that conversation with such and such, you know. Um, but it's sad. It is. It's sad. I'm telling you. But I wanted to talk about it's going to be a hot summer in Memphis, okay? It's going to be a hot summer in Memphis. Rappers are still at war. Okay, rappers are still at war. And I wanted to show y'all something, because I immediately, because we're going to go live again tonight, y'all, because I actually had another topic that y'all going to love. And then, like, I was looking at some of these posts or whatever, And then I got, y'all know my attention span. When I have a little bit of time, I tell y'all my time be divided up into so many little. It be so much. Y'all don't know how much I work. And I had said that I was going to take some time off, but I still have to resolve. I still have to resolve a lot of what I already had open. Okay. And so but I was it's a lot of stuff going on in the United States. It's a lot of stuff that they try and hide and things of that nature. But as far as these young dudes in Memphis, y'all, it's already gone. They've already um gone crazy. Okay. And it's been that way for a while. Okay. Um, but I was looking at some of these rappers' social medias, and I was looking at something. If I could still pull it up, hold on. I want to show you guys. Hold on, you guys. Let me pull it up. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, guys. Okay, here it is. Okay, so I was looking at CEO Jizzle's page, and like I said, I believe that CEO Jizzle, I like CEO Jizzle. I think CEO Jizzle has the potential to be very successful. CEO Jizzle is a very handsome young man. He's a very good looking child, and they could market him definitely to the young girls that are his age. I mean, I kind of look at people's what's the word that I'm looking for? Their image. And he's very marketable. But I see that CEO Jizzle is really out in the street, and but CEO Jizzle um is talented. And we saw where he had been going back and forth with Lil Migos or whatever. And he seems to be very close to Kenny Money, and he seems to be very close or have some type of connection to Stupid Duke. Now we're gonna get into Stupid Duke in a few minutes, right? Um, but let's see. That's Kenny Money right there. We know that he is featured on Kenny Money's album. Okay, he posted, if you knew how many times I suited up to come get you, you'll stop playing with me. Okay. So, I looked at that as being a subliminal to somebody. We already know that they have been going back and forwards because somehow CEO Jizzle and his crew got Little Migos jewelry. How they got it, I don't know how they got it. Lamigo, they got a story. Lamigos got a story. Lamigo said they didn't rob him. So if they didn't rob him, why is he mad? He said that it didn't happen. So if he said that it didn't happen, other people got another story. I don't really know what to believe, you know. So, for yeah, we're back one more again. And we're gonna come back again tonight. So I'm not gonna keep y'all on too long because we're gonna come back on again tonight because I actually got another subject that I really want to talk about, right? Also, Okay. So um that's CEO Jizzle. Okay. And like I said, I see CEO Jizzle. He parties with Kato 2 times and all of them. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me show y'all this. Like I said, he seems to be very cool with Stupid Duke. And we know that Stupid Duke and Moneybagg Yo is into it. Okay, that's CEO Jizzle and Stupid Duke. Look like they might have been partying or shooting a video or something. That looks like Kato 2 times, CEO Jizzle and Stupid Duke. So they're doing music and stuff together. They said that was for Lil Migos. What was for Lil Migos? The drink. Hold on. What was for Lil Migos? Let me see. Okay. Oh yeah, the message. Oh, for sure. I do believe that that message was for Little Migos. Okay, and that's the reason why I said that. Even though they are getting clever, because I know that a lot of them have been told, that's a part of the CMG camp. I'm sure God has told them to kind of stay away. That was a shot at Migos Tam. Oh yeah, I believe that when he said, "If you only knew how many times I suited up to come and get you, you'd leave me alone." um I do believe that they are still doing some things behind the scene. CEO Jizzle, they trying to bait him in. It's summertime. I think CEO Jizzle should not take the bait, because they probably got a plan to try and be serial killers during the summer. Y'all please get the likes up. Thank you, Miss Teresa. I want to Okay, so I'm gonna go a little further. Hold on, you guys. Let me show y'all this. Now, this could be innocent. I don't know if I'm reading too much into it. They was out there playing basketball and all of that. Now, this is Lil Migos. I don't think no, that wasn't Grove Heroes basketball court. That was another basketball court, because I think Grove Heroes basketball court is blue. He got Lil Migos Get Back game. Now it may not mean anything, but it seems like now they are trying to get clever with the messages that they post on Instagram, probably because their God has told them, to be a little bit more clever with what they posting. They out there playing, basketball and all of that. And I would say it was harmless, but I don't think that it is. Because he posted the get back game. Okay. So something, it seems like to me, something may have happened with something may have happened that we don't know about with CEO Jizzle and Lil Migos, for CEO Jizzle said to say, if you only knew how many times I suited up to come and get you, you would leave me alone, right? So, that's the reason why I say it's going to be a hot summer and these dudes are still into it, but it does not seem like anybody is stepping in to try and neutralize this, to tell, these little dudes to get their money and go on. What if they're messing with CEO Jizzle behind the scene? Then what CEO Jizzle needs to understand is what they're trying to do is bait him into something to set a trap, because they've already probably behind the scenes got some stuff planned. Okay. And so I don't want to see anything happen to, I really don't want to see nothing happen to either one of the brothers. But now, if it happened, Stop. If it happened the way that they say that it happened, Lamigo said that they didn't do anything to him, that they didn't take his jewelry. If he say that, I don't know what to believe, because I didn't see what happened. But if his jewelry was taken and they had him in a position where they took his jewelry, then they didn't kill him. Okay, so if they had him in a position to take his jewelry, then they very well, if it happened that way, they very well probably could have taken his life. That's why I don't understand why she barking, because she don't think nobody's supposed to be back there at that lake, child. Folks are out there walking around the lake exercising. So I don't understand why, all of this, this murder is in the atmosphere, because I mean, they didn't want him dead, because if they wanted him dead, they could have, if they was able to touch him, they could have killed him. Okay. If they was able to touch him, they could have killed him. And so I saw like a week or so ago where it seems like that, Big 30 was into it with somebody, but I see now he's kind of calmed down. I'm sure Moneybagg Yo has told him to calm down and keep it off of social media, because people was paying very close attention to that. And the thing about it is, it seems like 30 has started going at CEO Jizzle. I don't know if 30 has an issue with CEO Jizzle because he's hanging out with stupid Duke. I don't believe that. I believe something was instigated and then 30 was kind of put into a beef. I don't know, but I believe that they kind of pulled him in. Because as I was saying before, I saw where a few days ago where Big Juke, put Big Homie G on video, right? And with Big Homie G, I have to say, other than that video with Straight Drop, I've never seen Big Homie G beefing with anybody, not on social media. I haven't seen it. I'm not saying that he haven't, but I haven't seen it. He seems to be more so about making his money, although I'm not saying he's innocent, because we do know that Straight Drop was hanging out with him. Do I think Big Homie G had anything to do with Young Dolph's death? I don't necessarily believe he did, but I do believe that Big Homie G might have been, hanging out with, or Straight Drop might have been hanging around Big Homie G because his CEO, told him, this probably gonna be the next person that we sign after Dolph's death. I kind of believe all of them knew the energy and what was going to happen with Young Dolph, whether they had anything to do with it or not. Thank you, who done it. I appreciate that. Great face said Homie G knew. Yeah, I believe all of them on that that's affiliated with that label in some kind of way knew. If they didn't know then, they knew afterwards, right? So I saw Big Juke, and what I noticed about Big Juke, and that's the reason why I stay on top of his damn head so much. Big Juke is supposed to be an OG, and what he does is he instigates a lot of this stuff with these young men, and that pisses me off. He should not be doing that. Big Juke ought to be trying to get his damn life right. He going right on over into his damn 50s if he ain't already 50. He ought to be ashamed of himself. But what he does is he's one of the ones that instigates it, and Gotti does too. Because what Gotti will do is he'll get Big Juke to he'll put the battery in his back to instigate it even more when he wants something to happen. I guess because he feel like, he can go get Big Juke to lay down and do his time for him like he always did. But Big Juke ass is 50. Big Juke is pushing 50. He can't go do 60 years. Because if he go do 60 years, he'll be 100 and what? 11 or something like that. 110 when he get his ass up out of there. So he ain't gonna, Big Juke got little kids and stuff. So he can't go stretch out and do that time for his brother no more. So I think he needs to rethink a lot of this stuff that they are doing, especially a lot of these dudes around Gotti, like he the damn god or something. They treat him like he a god. And that's the thing that pisses me off, because Gotti is at the core of this. Moneybagg Yo got a damn jealous spirit too, because I saw where Snoop Band's, okay, I'm gonna show y'all this right here, because I like to show y'all. This is how I come up with my analysis on this is how I come up with my analysis as it relates to what they're doing on social media, okay? Because I watch this stuff when I have time. Okay, hold on. Let me show y'all this. Okay, so this is Snoop Bands. Okay. This is Snoop Bands right here. Now, y'all know I love Snoop Bands. Okay, y'all make sure y'all go check him out. Go subscribe, go follow him on Instagram and all that good stuff. He's a pre-artist, right? So it looks like Snoop Bands is at a dispensary or something like that. Okay. Um, it looks like he is at a dispensary because it looks like he's in California. Okay, he's in a room with a lot of weed. Okay. He said living life like Grand Theft Auto. So we see that he's in a room with a lot of weed, and I think he said he was in California. Okay. So that was Snoop Bands posted that up. He posted that up 13 hours ago. Okay. Keep in mind, 13 hours ago. Okay, so now hold on. Okay, I was getting ready to pull up something, but it's gone. But as soon as it seems like to me, I've heard a few people from Memphis that say that although bad, Memphis wasn't this bad when Dolph was alive, but it has gotten way worse. Yeah, it seems like it has gotten way worse because it's a gang war that is going on. It's definitely a gang war. And I think this is just what I think. Okay. This is what I think. This is in my opinion. I think that the gang war has gotten so bad, even though there have been retaliatory situations, whoever it is, and I don't know who it is because, as I said before, when young Dolph was murdered, the night probably from that night for about, especially for the first 3 days, I would say it was like Iraq in Memphis. And when CJ Davis got on there the night they gave their press conference when Young Dolph was assassinated, and she said, if y'all don't have to go out, she didn't even want to say what was going on. And that's the type of stuff that they do. They don't like to send pandemonium throughout the city to get more people involved because it's a lot of copycat stuff that go on. She said, if you all don't have to go out tonight, if y'all go back and look at that press conference the night that they gave that conference when young Dolph was murdered, she said, do not go out tonight if you don't have to. And that is because there were people that was absolutely devastated that truly love young Dolph, regardless to what people that don't live in Memphis say. Well, ain't nobody get back for young Dolph. Thank you, who done it. Ain't nobody thank you for the cash app, who done it. They ain't nobody get back about young Dolph. They don't know. Hell, what happened? The people that lived in the areas that lived in Memphis had to deal with what was actually going on. It was World War III right after young Dolph was killed. And that's the reason what pisses me off is that, as I was saying before, you got the Moneybagg Yos and the Yo Gottis and um 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 the big Jukes and the black youngsters and all of them that's got money to go back to Atlanta or Houston or wherever it is that they are living at and go back to their mansions, okay? And go underground after they send these young dudes out to do this dirty work and their affiliates that are loosely affiliated with them that ain't got no money, that's got to go right back to the damn hood and standing out on the street corners. Remy, they could be at that late. Remy, stop. They're standing out on these street corners hustling, because I guess that's how they make their money. They was getting pulled up on and popped. So they had to face the brunt of that, even though it was masterminded by these old dudes. And that makes me mad. And I'm serious. This stuff really has to stop. And even though I get on here and I talk my mess, I be hoping, and I really do. I be hoping, because I know God in them look at this. I know Juke is a fan of the damn channel. Okay. They look at this stuff. They ought to let it convict them. That's what they need to do. They need to let this stuff penetrate them and let this stuff convict them. Now, those that was involved in taking out young Dolph, it ain't nothing I could say other than you're going to be indicted. And they know they're going to be indicted. Okay? Make a difference when you're in jail. Teach the young brothers that's going to come through and that's going to get out. Because those that's going to be indicted for what they did for their participation in young Dolph's case is not going to get out. But they still have the opportunity. But that's a choice that they made. They made that. I'm talking about some of these damn OGs that's going to be indicted. They made that choice. Now, what's a lie, Miguel? Shit, you a lie. Okay? They made that choice. So why don't they, when them little dudes coming through, they got the opportunity to say, listen, I screwed up. I was instigating, I was paying for hits and things of that nature. But you ain't got to do that. Okay? So when they have their asses in jail, they can still try and make a difference, try and rectify what they've done. Because unfortunately, young Dolph can never come back. And it's so sad that they would rather have seen him dead than to see him successful. There is nothing. What's a lie, Miguel? It's a lie about me saying that they wrong for what they did to young Dolph. Okay? Okay? It's a darn shame that there's nothing that young Dolph could have ever said. There's nothing that he could have ever said or did that would have justified, only if he was a direct threat to their life, that could have ever justified what they did to him. They killed him heinously. And it ain't no damn lie. You don't live in Memphis. If you're sitting up talking about it wasn't no damn World War III, you better ask somebody that do. Okay? How come Key Glock went out there spinning? They want Key Glock to mess his life up so bad. It is ridiculous. Y'all don't know Key Glock. Y'all are not in his life. We don't know who was out there spinning. Hell, for all we know, it could have been him. He could have put on a damn black mask and it could have been him. Okay? We don't know who it was, but we do know that there was some get back, and it's unfortunate. Well, how come black youngster now I'm still 11? These folks crazy as hell. They were sitting up mad at Snoop Bands and them because Snoop Bands and Woo, that's black youngster don't have his damn ass outside. Let's just be real about it. Gotti don't either. Whenever Gotti is seen in Memphis, he has hired security and he has the police on standby. And regardless to what anybody say, a police's job is to protect and serve. Okay? So if he says that he feels like his life is in danger and we're going to be out here shooting a video, we need extra security because my life is, people have been threatening my life. The police is obligated to be out there. They obligated to be out there if you say it too. Okay? Well, I just think the police is all of them involved because they ain't supposed to protect Gotti. I mean, I don't give a damn about him either. But they have a job to do. I think people just don't know the laws, okay? Dennis Holmes says, why is it that young black successful men seem to be the only group of people who is at war over jealousy about who got what? It seems they don't know how to enjoy. Right. They don't know how to enjoy their wealth. I think they subconsciously do whatever it is that's necessary to get themselves put back in poverty. Because I'm gonna tell you something, them lawyers is putting them back in poverty. Them lawyers get glad when cases like this happens, because they get together and strategize on how to make sure they drain all of their assets. I'm waiting to see when Slim Thug is gonna need a damn a PD. Okay. Slim Thug had a good lawyer, but he had to have a damn good team. Okay. He had to have a good team, right? So it don't make no sense, y'all, like what is going on, you know. And I wanted to talk about Moneybagg Yo. Like Moneybagg Yo, people can say what they want. See, folks try to say that I'm biased. When this situation first happened with young Dolph, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I have a cousin that is related to young Dolph on her mother's side. Okay, she calls young Dolph's mother Aunt Diane. Okay, she is related to young Dolph on her mother's side, and she's never said a whole lot about the case. And she jumped up on my panel one night, but I would not dare tell anybody that she was my cousin. She didn't really say nothing, but she jumped up on my panel one night to show me some support when I was dropping the link. And I remember when this first happened with young Dolph, they did not want to believe that Moneybagg Yo was involved. It was like, no, even her, she's like, no, I don't believe Moneybagg was involved. And I because of her, I gave Moneybagg Yo the benefit of the doubt in the very beginning. Because I was crazy about Moneybagg Yo. I liked his sound, I liked his music. And it was hard for me too, because I did like Moneybagg Yo's music. My children was crazy over Moneybagg Yo. Okay. And then I started to see some stuff, and especially, it was always funny to me, and I just kind of let what I felt, my feelings override true logic. Okay. When Moneybagg Yo was in Florida with Gotti and them, and I knew at that point, I knew in my mind, I was like, wow, it would seem like that they were all together because they was trying to place themselves away from Memphis. Okay, they were all out of Memphis, they were all together, they was partying with Gotti's mother, and all of that. Y'all get Miguel up out of here. Okay, get somebody, because see, I'm not, can somebody block him? Is my moderators in here? Because it seemed like to me, Miguel is, whoever that is, the one that made a fake page. They mad about me talking about the young Dolph's case. Okay, it's gone. We don't know if it's a man or a woman, because these women just as bad as the men. Okay, so we'll say it. He, she, it is gone. We'll call it a he, she, it. It's gone. Okay, it's gone. Okay, good. It's gone. And so when Black Youngster's insurance agent went on Thaddeus' show, he sounded very credible to me. He always did sound very credible. And I believe that it's because he knew some stuff. And I think he went to Thaddeus because he knows that Thaddeus knows a lot of city officials also. And he wanted to put some stuff out there. Because I mean, he said from the very beginning where the white Mercedes came from, because he was insuring it. He described it. He said it. Did it have a dent on the side, or scratch? I mean, he said it. The insurance agent said it. He gave Thaddeus all of the car's information from the VIN number. But see, they got chop shops. It's easy for them to change a VIN number at this point, you know. So, but that's what he did. He put that into the atmosphere, right? And like I said, hey, I feel like it was because, you know, hey, I don't know, but his life was threatened. Thaddeus's life was threatened, and I don't know who it was that was threatening him. What that was threatening Thaddeus, but they were being threatened. Okay. And so we saw that Thaddeus had stopped talking about the case or whatever. And I do believe that Amy Wyrick, she was there at the time. You know, they had took a meeting with Thaddeus or something like that. And then we didn't hear a lot about it, you know, about that. But he did. That video is still up. The man put a lot of stuff into the atmosphere. And I do believe that what Black Youngster didn't know at the time, that I think that he knows now, which is why you see all of this in his rap. And this is just my opinion. He didn't know that they were setting him up to be the one to take the fall. I mean, as they start to get closer to the top, people are going to start sacrificing who they think is more expendable. Okay, well, we'll throw him. They fed Orange Mound Quet to the vlogs. I'm going to tell y'all something. When I heard about Orange Mound Quet, somebody had told me about Orange Mound Quet. Hey, Bling Culture. Okay. Okay. Y'all stay cool down to me. When somebody had told me about Orange Mound Quet, I had never in my life heard of Orange Mound Quet. I had never heard of him. I hadn't. And then somebody told me about him and that he was going to be indicted. I never said one word. Okay, I never said one word. And then I heard a vlogger. When I saw a vlogger talking about him, I was like, damn, you know, nobody really knew about that other than the people, you know, that was with him. Okay. And but I still didn't say nothing. You know, it wasn't for me to say anything. But I knew that he was going to be indicted. I did. I never said a word. And even when his daughter was killed, I don't necessarily know what was behind it. I just know that I hate that it happened. I hate to see a young lady. She was still a kid. You know, I hate to see stuff like that happen to young adults. You know, she had a right to live her life. When people start speculating, well, you know, she did. I don't know what she did, but I just know that I hate that that happened to her, right? Because if you know, I, I don't know. I don't know if that was retaliation for. I don't. I just know when people are at war like that, you have to understand it could have came. It could have came from any angle. You know, when you are at war and people on your team are afraid that you may say something or you're not doing what they want you to do, they will do some things to hurt you to make sure that you comply. Oftentimes, I'm just saying it happens, and that's what these young dudes don't necessarily understand. When they put them at war and they got all these enemies, that their people can will take them out. Often their own team take them out, and because they know that they're at war, you know, with the opposition, and they know it'll look like that the opposition did it. And hey, with the ops, when they, you know, the ops don't have an issue, even if they didn't do it, they don't have an issue with folks thinking that they did it. They'll troll, they'll do a whole lot of stuff, but they don't necessarily have anything to do with it. And that's what these a lot of these OGs know, right? That is really masterminding a lot of this stuff, right? Because they're really masterminding a lot of this stuff. They just ain't smart enough. Okay. But you know, we see Moneybagg Yo, like I said, I didn't want to believe that. So when people say, well, you just had wanted to, you know, you just hate CMG. I don't hate CMG. I hate what they're doing and I hate what they have done. Because Yo Gotti has the power. He had the power to stop all this stuff and he didn't do it. He wanted it to happen. His life ain't gonna be no better. It's gonna be worse. He wanted this stuff to happen. Okay. And I think it's a darn shame, especially if he wants himself to be over an empire. It ain't gonna happen. It's gonna have to crumble because he built it on sand. And so what they're consistently doing, him and his second man in charge, which would be his brother, and all of them little emblems that them old hit men that they have had that are too damn knees and stuff crackling and stuff now, that's helping to mastermind a lot of this stuff. They should be ashamed of themselves because they're gonna pay for what they're doing. They're gonna pay for what they've done. And so when I saw Juke hanging around Money G, what's his name, Homie G, Homie G, like I said, it appears to me have been pretty quiet. I believe Straight Drop was hanging around Homie G because his cousin, Moneybagg Yo is his cousin, had told him, that he was going, they wanted him to start hanging around them because that was going to be his payment. Even though the word is that Big Juke, has signed him to his label, not to his label, but to a management deal or something. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just, that's what I heard on YouTube. It appears to me that somebody was going to sign him. And I do believe, based on Moneybagg Yo's artists being the ones that was consistently right after Young Dolph was killed, giving him, what do you call it? Features. I kind of believe it was going to be Bread Gang that was going to sign him, which means you guys, okay. Moneybagg Yo is not as innocent as one would think. Okay. And so now, this stuff is going on. It has kicked back up with Stupid Duke. I had no idea until I had a subscriber to get on my page. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Hold on for a second, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry about that. I think my clients think that I'm a robot. Hold on one second. Okay, I'll make sure that I do that. Give me a few minutes. Okay. Lori says everything has come full circle. Moneybagg to be head of Memphis, which is not happening. Dolph ruling from the grave, and yes, Bag is a snake. Moneybagg looked like he's a snake. But like I said, I had no idea that that Stupid Duke's I had no idea that Stupid Duke's baby mother had been killed. I had no idea, that she had been killed. And I had no idea that it was supposedly retaliation until one of my subscribers got into my chat one night and told me to go and read the article. And I went and found the article and stuff. And I saw that and I was like, oh my God, I had no idea, and supposedly it was retaliation for what happened to Big Newski. I knew at that point that was just evil on a whole nother level. Moneybagg Yo is supposed to be a superstar yet. He is being the rumor is circulating that he supposedly took out a mother while she had her children in the car. Stupid Duke be out in these streets. If he felt like Stupid Duke was involved, if he felt like that, why in the world would they try to retaliate on a mother with her children? And then after that, I think he was scared that something, now it's all coming together. He was kind of scared of what was going to happen to him because it was circulating. I had not heard it. That he had did that. That's why he started talking about that nonprofit organization, unless he was trolling Stupid Duke, because he never said another word about that nonprofit organization. I'm starting a nonprofit organization to help children who have parents that have been murdered. Ain't that some shit? He could have very well been trolling Stupid Duke. You motherfucker, you take a mother away from her children? We ain't heard nothing else about the organization. Moneybagg them don't do nothing for Memphis but hijack it. They put businesses and stuff in Memphis to consistently get rich and then send these young dudes out there that's supposed to be the future to do their dirty work and get them killed later on and destruct. Okay? Now it's all starting to come together because he ain't said another damn word about that organization. But Stupid Duke is always out there. If he felt like Stupid Duke, in which I don't know if Stupid Duke had anything to do with what happened to Big Newski. I don't. But if Stupid Duke was into it with Big Newski or something like that, I don't know. I don't get into that, know anything about that gang stuff like that. Okay. Even if he was into it, if he didn't do it, if he was into it with him. Okay. That would be perfect. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm communicating with my clients, okay? But I think that it's sad. And when they start texting me, I have to text them back because I'll forget if I don't. But then the thing about it is I lose my train of thought. But I was talking about Moneybagg and that nonprofit organization. I think that it is a shame that they feel like that they can just destroy like this, that they can just destroy, and they use the money that the community has supported them with. They don't need to make no mistakes about nothing. The only reason that they are rich is because poor people within the community in the beginning, especially that they brought their asses out of, bought their music. And once they saw that the black people was going to be behind them and support them, that's when the white folks decided to sponsor them and sign them and fund them. They don't need to make no mistakes about that. So they owe the black community more than what they're doing, especially the communities they brought their snotty nose asses up in. Moneybagg had always been rumored to be a snake because him and Kenny Money, I'm hearing, was really cool at one time. Okay. I'm hearing that they was really cool at one time, and allegedly, he put a hit on a kill. Ken allegedly put a hit on Kenny Money's brother. I was really shocked to hear that. So it ain't nothing for him to backdoor somebody. He sit there with them cold eyes. Look at how he did Dolph. I was looking at that video. Young Dolph said I was happy to help him. I ain't want no money. I was happy to help him. And when Gotti, young Dolph started the courtship of wanting to sign him or something like that. I don't know if Zach Randolph wanted him to go with Yo Gotti but I noticed that anybody, because people don't know that Young Dolph wanted to sign Big Boogie, and anybody that Young Dolph had ever was looking at signing or showed some attention to, that made Gotti want him. Okay, that made Yo Gotti want to go sign them. And so the way that Moneybagg Yo could, because there was no beef with Moneybagg Yo and Young Dolph, because even when they asked Young Dolph, a lady tried to interview him after he signed with Gotti. They brought up Moneybagg Yo. He said, "That's Yo Gotti's artist." He said, "It's all good, but that's Yo Gotti's artist." He still didn't say nothing mad about Moneybagg Yo. When they asked Moneybagg Yo about young Dolph, he said it is what it is. He said, you know, they said, well, young Dolph says he likes what you're doing. You know, that you are one of the hardest rappers out of Memphis. It is what that he still got a lot of, lot of respect for you. It is what it is. He couldn't even say that, dude got on my song. I ain't got no problems with him. He doing his thing. I'm doing mine. God, he had him so trained. They couldn't even say that. It is what it is. Okay. He couldn't say anything else because he knew that there was no issues. That young Dolph had not done anything to him. But all of this murder and mayhem that they think is funny because they're sending all these other young dudes out to do it. They're sending out other folks' children for crumbs and gassing them up in hopes of dreams, their dreams coming true as a rapper. It ain't gonna happen. Okay. Because J90, okay, is a prime example of you gotta have your own mind. And I stand by when J90 said, I listened to what the young brother said. He was on some stuff that I really wasn't with. I've been there and done that. It was too much street shit. I believe he signed J90 around that time that I believe now it was the same year. It was 2 years ago. The same time that young Dolph was killed. I believe he signed him in hopes of trying to get that boy to go kill young Dolph, and he wouldn't do it. Now, that's just my opinion. He had enough sense. That's the reason why I know that God gonna bless him. Even in that contract, all he needs to do is get his money up. He say he's still getting money. Get enough to go get you a lawyer to get you up out that contract so that you can be free of that. Okay. But like I said, it don't make no sense with all of this stuff that is going on, with a lot of these older dudes. Instead of telling these dudes now, with them being so trigger happy, it's not good to tell them. I could never say don't be on your guards, because they definitely got to be on their guards. Look at what happened to young Dolph. I believe young Dolph felt like, he was not beefing with anybody. He was just on getting his money, and he walked into the cookie shop. He didn't have a whole bunch of security around him. That let me know from the very beginning that young Dolph didn't feel like he was in a beef with nobody. If he felt like he was really in a beef with somebody, he would have had a whole lot of, security around him at that time. And then he was in his neighborhood, right? Dennis Holmes says, you're right, Tamara. Right, social media has learned how to market these young black men. Almost all of the content is about street crime on these young black brothers. That's true. I agree. Okay, I agree. Gotti must have them wearing electronic drawers and shock them if they say the wrong thing. That's what it seems like. But no amount of money in the world is worth what these dudes are doing. I'm telling you, they really selling their souls, and they have lost their. What good is it for a man to gain the world and lose his soul? And guess what? They're gonna lose whatever they thought they gained, and they've lost their soul. So they're gonna lose everything in the end. And it is close to the end, okay? But it's gonna be a hot summer. This war is still going on. I think what Lil Migos need to do, Lil Migos need to have a seat. Lil Migos seem to be too easily influenced to me. And when a person is easily influenced, they'll do anything. So I can't say what he's done or hasn't done. Okay. It seems like he came from a decent home, but when a person is easily influenced, they'll do anything. And it ain't the acceptance, because they haven't understood. They don't need the acceptance of man is not what they need to be trying to get. What he needs to do is be trying to stand on his own so he can be out to live his life. Because even him at 22, 23 years old, 60 years is a long damn time. But these young men don't know that, because they have some of these older cats around them gassing them up. Oh, straight drop gonna get off. I can see just as good straight drop. He's starting to get, even though he's worried, he's starting to get in some of that arrogance again because that attorney is doing what he is supposed to do, and that's making him think, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that. He's just making his money. He throwing all that shit up against the wall. Gangu, he would have fared better. Hey, Miss Sonya, he would have fared better with Ganguly. Ganguly had him going in the right direction, but them cats stepped in again and started gassing them up. They got him that high priced attorney, and it ain't gonna help him. Okay, and they just gonna be paying out more money. But I guess they willing to lose that little bit of money as long as they can keep straight drop mouth off of them, because they know he's not gonna get out. Hey Harold, how you been? I ain't seen you in here in a long time. Okay. He says Scotty can't get away with nothing, nor youngster Moneybagg. Yo, they time is coming soon. Mark my words. CMG. Absolutely. You have to reap what you sow. You're definitely going to reap what you sow. You cannot continuously destroy and not expect for God to get you back. And God is on his get back. As I've always said, that's the biggest hitter. They out here talking about they are hitter now. God is the biggest hitter. A lot of people claim they believe in God, but they don't believe in God like they say. Because if they did, they would understand that God is a God of wrath. That's the reason why I get mad at a lot of these preachers when they only speak about prosperity. They need to start speaking about God as a God of wrath. And so when a lot of these people, y'all know this is my favorite thing to say, when a lot of these people sitting up talking about the devil is a liar, the devil is a liar. The devil is messing with my husband. The devil out here messing with my kids. No, you a lie. A lot of them just reaping what they sow. Because God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. And he been on his get back. He is a God of wrath. That's the reason why he says, vengeance is mine. And that's one that they can't put a hit on. Hey, Hero Fix TV. That's one that they can't put a hit on. Okay. Well, they've already got about 4 of them. Miss Sonia, they got about 4 of them. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. They got 5 of them already. So they've been getting them. Each and every time that they've got them, they've been spaced out. That's how investigations are. Now, I would be mad if they didn't have nobody. I would say, what the hell is these folks doing? They ain't got nobody for, young Dolph's murder, but they got Straight Drop, Cornelius, Jamarcus, Orange Mountain Quet, and they got the other little dude that's down there. And the rest of them going to be indicted. Okay. Now with Shondell Barnett, people ask about Shondell Barnett. I don't say a whole lot about Shondell Barnett because they said they ain't looking for him. So if they said they ain't looking for him, I don't really know what's going on. Why they wouldn't be looking for a man that was sitting in the car with a man that was on the run for a murder of a famous rapper. I always said that was weird. So, but anyways, Shondell Barnett got up on his live. I mean, he said it himself. He said, they ain't looking for me. Shondell Barnett took his ass, anyways, he better stay where he at. Anyways, y'all, make sure y'all hit that like button, okay? Make sure y'all hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. But make sure you hit the like button. If you find yourself unsubscribed, I think Big Moochie Grape is locked up for, I believe, some drugs. I believe for something that happened in Texas. Okay. So, I could look it up. I'll look and see why he's locked up. But I think it's got something to do with drugs. And I think he was in Texas when it happened, I think. Y'all make sure we don't even have y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I need like 30 more likes. So run the likes up. Make sure y'all run the likes up. And as I was saying, if y'all find yourselves unsubscribed from the channel, Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Okay. If you find yourself unsubscribed, just subscribe again, child. Until. But y'all, it's going to be a hot summer. It is. It's going to be. Because we can already see some stuff is gearing up. But what these dudes need to understand is that they are not going to get away. They're not going to get away with whatever it is these OGs is in their heads, making them think. Lamigos, he need to sit down. But maybe I'm giving, I ain't giving Lamigos enough credit. Maybe he's a homicidal maniac, you know. Anytime you feel like the way to resolve a situation is by going and sending. Because I noticed he on that basketball court with them little dudes, that's probably easier to send out. They from that hood. Okay. You're not gonna be able to dangle money in people's faces and you think you're gonna get off. You're not going to. See, what they do is they dangle the money in these little dudes' faces that ain't got nothing, that's still stuck in the hood, and tell them go take care of Jizzle. I give you 50 G's. 50 G's ain't shit. Okay, you go through 50 G's in less than a year. And it's definitely ain't nothing for a lawyer, because as I said, they said now ain't nobody spending no hit money but the lawyer. Ain't nobody spending no hit money but the lawyer. And they have been proving that 50 G's is not going to even keep them a lawyer retained for a year. Because once he figure out that they affiliate with the Young Dolph's case, he going to tell them to bring me 25. And he gonna do 20. He gonna take that 25,000 and be his lawyer for about 8-9 months, and he gonna tell him I need another retainer's fee. That's how you know Cornelius has had a lawyer, a high price lawyer, for almost 2 years. Who in the hell y'all think if Schultz is asking for $25,000-$30,000 at a time? Cornelius ain't got that. How y'all think Cornelius has been able to keep a high priced attorney for almost 2 damn years? Who is consistently paying that hourly fee and that retainer's fee? Cornelius wasn't rich. Okay. So somebody been paying it from day one. Right? But that's what these little dudes need to understand and stop being so celebrity struck or so starstruck by these hometown rappers that only come to the hood to play basketball with them or hang out with them when they want to gas them up to go do hits for them. $50,000 ain't gonna keep you a lawyer retained for a damn year. Okay, it's not going to. You ain't gonna get to take your family out of the hood. You ain't gonna get to that car you can go spend your money on. You ain't gonna get to keep it. You're gonna be hawking it because you're gonna need a lawyer. You're not gonna get away with nothing. So leave Jizzle alone. Lamigos is still alive. Leave him alone. Y'all need to go on with y'all's lives, because if Jizzle had wanted Lamigos dead, if it happened the way that the rumors say that it happened, they could have killed him at that point, but they didn't do it. And I'm glad they didn't do it, because it wouldn't have been right. But now it has happened. But you have to understand, they set up and feel. See, that's what makes me so mad about that label. They think that they could do anything they want to do to anybody, like what they did to Young Dolph. And then when somebody say something to them, we got to kill them. They serial killers. That's what that's how they acting. Okay? That's exactly how they're acting. And that's the reason why I say, y'all, if we're gonna have to stop supporting Gotti. If Gotti can't get his people under control, or the people that's on his label, see, he think he can disassociate himself by saying, well, Bread Gang and Heavy Cam, they got their own label. Don't let him fool you. Black Youngster is still up under contract on CMG now. He might be trying to get away from up under it, but he's still on CMG because they got him on their roster. Now, I think he might want to get away because Black Youngster and he got nobody to blame for it but himself, has realized that they used him. And they did, because Black Youngster didn't have no issues with Dolph. Black Youngster never should have got that involved. You know, he stood up and say he thanked Gotti every day for bringing him out the hood. Gotti didn't bring him out the hood. It was God that brought him out the hood, and he couldn't keep himself out of the gutter. God did that. He put Gotti in a position that he should have only had God, and Gotti has shown him that he is mere man. Because man will fail you, God won't. Gotti had something in mind for him for the very beginning, and it was not good. And he took that bait. He took that bait. And it's unfortunate. And so this should be a lesson. You don't put your CEO in a position. Yeah, it is God that can touch the heart of Gotti. Okay. But it was not Gotti. And Gotti's intentions and his motives for signing Black Youngster was never good. It was never good. It's unfortunate that Black Youngster did not have the mind to, like J90 had a mind, to not let Gotti lead him into that cesspool. Because like I said, this is a cesspool and it's very unfortunate. And I don't be giving a damn about who get mad about me speaking the truth, because it is the truth. These dudes should be ashamed of themselves for what they have created. There was no reason for them to kill Dolph, whether it was about a woman, whether it was about something he said, whether it was about anything. They don't have the right to take people out just because of something they say. If they do, they're serial killers. We can't support serial killers. They ain't no better than Jeffrey Dahmer. They ain't no better than Ted Bundy. You say something about me, I'ma kill you. They're serial killers. And they're destroying the Black community. That's exactly what they are doing. Okay? That's exactly what they're doing. And so we cannot continuously allow our children to support people that's destroying the Black community. If God, like I said, if he can't get it under control, we can't support him. We can't support Goddess label. Because if he don't say nothing, if he don't stop it, that would have to mean that he wants it to go on. He wanted to go on. Okay? He wanted to go on. Okay? Gotti has seemed like to me has been a master manipulator, even of his damn brother. I know they say his brother is the one that was out in the street, not Gotti. But it's time for, he should have got some sense a long time ago, though, because it's too late for that. Because they should have just left young Dolph alone. That's what they should have did. They should have left him alone. They should have left his artist alone. And like I said, what was so sad about it is that it was not enough to kill Dolph. That was bad enough to just heinously gun down a man that was walking into the cookie shop. To just heinously gun down a man that was just walking into a cookie shop. That was just evil on so many levels. It was heinous in nature and it was evil. They wanted to kill Key Glock. So that's why when folks say, well, Key Glock was involved. No, Key Glock was not involved. He was next on the list to get. They wanted to kill him next. Okay. And I'm so happy that Key Glock has hired him professional security. Okay. He's hired him professional security and he has stayed away from that beef. He has not responded no matter what. And I know it takes a lot not to do that, but he has not responded no matter what. And that kills him too. He has responded in being successful. That's how you get revenge. Okay. And that's the reason why I say to CEO Jizzle, don't take the bait at all. Respond in being successful, because when they can see the greatness, it's something about, because see, young Dolph was a tall, chocolate, handsome young man. Okay. And I look at CEO Jizzle and them, Key Glock and them, they are handsome young men. It's something about that label that be wanting to kill the young men that are handsome. When they handsome, they put a bigger bag on top of their head, because they already know that once the world starts to see them, the girls gonna fall in love with them. Like I said, these dudes ought to be ashamed of themselves. These old dudes, they get mad at these young dudes, okay? Because they in their 40s, they on drugs and alcohol. They got diabetes, glaucoma, high blood pressure. They got, all of this stuff, asthma, heart issues. They got all this stuff going on. And they on all these pills. They can't get their damn nature up no more. So they get to looking at Key Glock and Jizzle and all of them, and they get mad. I can't even get no young girl. When I get her, I can't do nothing with her. That's your damn problem. Won't kill all the young men. Maybe they'll want a sugar daddy. Because see, even with them being sugar daddies, they still this Viagra making them blind. So they can't take that no more. It's giving them flat out heart attacks. Okay. So, even with these young girls that's messing with them because they want some money, they still want somebody to screw them. So they go and get them a young man. And that's what they mad at Key Glocking them about. They screwing them and I ain't got no nature to screw them. I can't take Viagra because I'm on blood pressure pills. Y'all think I'm trying to be funny, but it is the truth. These folks is sick. They sick, I'm telling you. Nola says $1 million hood dudes should always have gunners with them 24/7. That's true. And Key Glock don't even hang in the hood, thank God. They're so jealous of Dolph, and they still jealous of Dolph from the grave. And the only thing that gives them solace is knowing that he is in the grave. Well, at least that nigga in the grave. Okay. The evil man that thinks he ain't gonna be touched because he is orchestrating this stuff and sending everybody else out. If I was dealing with any of those dudes that was around my age in their 40s, okay, and they was somebody's damn shade tree hitman, or they was letting somebody not you, Hero Fix TV. If they was letting somebody who they thought was the president, we keep him protected like the president, send them out, I would get rid of him. I would say, nigga, you good for nothing. Okay. I would say, nigga, you ain't nothing, you good for nothing, and you can't be in my household. Okay. That's exactly what I would do for him, because it ain't no way in hell that these men should be putting themselves in positions to be away from their children and their women. It'll make me wonder, you doing all of this, you putting your life in danger, you putting your family in danger, and you putting yourself in danger of going away for a lifetime for another damn man. You got to go. Because see, now it's got me thinking something going on between you and the man, because you got him in a higher place than me and your children. I don't want you no more, nigga, because you wants you a man. Okay. And that's what I can't understand. They think it's a badge of honor to be out here putting themselves out there like that. And these women, I guess the women that they got don't want them anyways. They hope they die or go to jail. As long as they got a stash somewhere, they go get them a young man. That's all I know. Because I couldn't be with a man that put another man before he put his family and especially his children. And I'm going to be the one left out here to raise his kids, especially talking about, well, I got to take one for the team. He going to give me $100,000 to go do 15 years. Motherfucker, is you out your goddamn mind and I'm your woman and you got to go do 15 years and you got a 10-year-old son and he'll be grown when you get out? You gonna go do that for another man and you got a 10-year-old son that you gonna miss 15 years of his life for $100,000. How you think that make me feel? And I'm supposed to be your woman. And then have the nerve to sit up and say, these women ain't loyal no more. I wouldn't want you either. No, I don't want you. You done chose another man over your family. No, I don't want you. And your son 10 years old and you gonna go do 15 years. He'll be a adult when you get out. Then wow, this dude y'all talking about, we protected him like the president, flossing and flogging and acting like he damn father of the year and traveling the world with Angela. Okay? It's a damn shame what these old ass niggas doing. They in their late 30s and 40s talking about, yeah, but he gonna give me 250 G's. You's a fuck nigga. That's what you is. You a good for nothing fuck nigga. You putting a price tag on your children, on your family, just for another man to say, yeah, he's solid. And they still doing it every day. Okay? They still doing it every day. Then have the nerve to try to make these women ain't nothing. Try to degrade women, a woman, and put all of us in the same box, talking about these women ain't loyal because they say, hell no, I ain't gonna wait on you for no 15 years, nigga. I'm supposed to do 15. I'm already gonna be doing 15 years of time when you go upstate for 15 years raising all your kids by myself. Okay? I'm already gonna be in a hellhole raising these kids by myself, trying to raise these young men that you supposed to be teaching what's right. How you gonna teach them what's right from behind the wall? They gotta come and look at you behind bars for 15 years. All because you want to prove to another man that you loyal. I told my son, I raised him, I told him don't do this. How he gonna take you seriously? You telling him don't do something from behind the damn bars. It's a damn shame before God. And then having the nerve to say, well, we driving foreign cars. You ain't bought it, you renting it. That's why they hated young Dolph. Young Dolph will let you know, I just went and spent $250,000 on the car and it's paid for cash. Yeah, I'm hanging with CMG. We riding foreign cars. They didn't tell you they was rented. They didn't tell you they was leased. They ain't got the credit. They ain't got the money to buy them cash. They ain't, because when they going out hitting licks, they ain't paying them but about 50 G's at 50 G's at a time. You can't go buy a $350,000 car. That's probably all you're worth out of all the years you've been out here going to jail for the nigga. And you probably ain't even worth that much. But it's always a price to pay when you going and doing this time. Yeah, my big homie get ready to get out of jail. He went and did 10 years for me. He get out of jail. He institutionalized. His kids looking at him funny because they don't even know him. And then he want to get out and start beating this woman. It is because he has a learned behavior now. He was in jail 15, 20 years. He don't want no damn woman. So he about to beat her to death because she missing a part on her genital area, what he been used to for 15 or 20 years. So he about to kill her because she ain't got it. She ain't got no stick down there. Okay? So y'all, this stuff is I I get very passionate about it, but the thing about it is, like I said, I know they look at my stuff. Okay? And it ain't convicting them because, like I said, they're consistently gathering together newer each and every time these little dudes are out here dying and they go to jail, they go and recruit more young dudes that wants acceptance. Okay. They go and recruit more young dudes that's wanting acceptance from them, y'all. This stuff is absolutely crazy. I hate this. It's going on so bad. And I feel like they trying to line CEO Jizzle up, but Lamigos don't do it. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be sweet for you because you're gonna go and do 60 years. Your money ain't long enough for what they got planned for you. You'll run out of money in the second year of attorney's fees. And Black Youngster ain't gonna be able to help you because he's gonna be fighting he gonna need his money for his own attorney's fees. You better mark my word when I say that one. And that's what these little dudes don't understand because they betting on these other little dudes being gassed up and crashing out and going to do their dirt for them. Okay. It's sad. But we got Memphis got a district attorney now that's saying the only way to stop the crime, he says the death penalty is there. He said it's not against the law to seek the death penalty. They're going to start utilizing it more. If it was against the law, it wouldn't be on the books. So it's unfortunate that these crash dummies that they're paying a little bit of money to send out. Okay. Mm. I think they're trying to spam my chat. Okay. Hold on. Let me see something. Are my moderators in here? Are my moderators in here? They're trying to spam my chat. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. 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 Joy Loves God says she got them. Okay. See, this is what they do when they don't want me talking about certain stuff. They start trying to spam my chat. And that's what they start trying to do. They start trying to spam my chat when they don't want me talking about certain stuff. And it's not just the people that I'm talking about. These are other vloggers and stuff that's got other pages. They want to put certain stuff out there about young Dolph. They want, like I said, if I set up and said that, young Dolph was kidnapped and then he was taken to they if I could just think of the most outlandish thing that there ever was, like they were saying he was kidnapped and killed, and then they took him and laid him in the cookie shop and they blew out the windows. Now, if I said some shit like that, they'll love me. They wouldn't be over here trying to hack me. They wouldn't be over here worried about me at all if I said some stuff like that, y'all. Because it goes along with a lot of these channels that have popped up where you don't see the people's faces, and some of them that you do see are hackers. Okay, they just got other pages and they're behind these pages where they got these voice vocalizers and things of that nature. See, like I said, it's okay when they can sit on their page and say, I love young Dolph and want justice for young Dolph and his family, and people wrong to be talking about young Dolph's family. They'll say that because they know they got other pages, these other pages where they on here talking about young Dolph's wife had something to do. Young Dolph's wife had something to do with him being killed. Young Dolph's mother and father had something to do with him being killed. Key Glock and them had something to do with him being killed. See, they'll say that they want justice for young Dolph on the channel where they're showing their faces, and then they make some of these other pages. Y'all better figure out who behind some of these other damn pages, because I'm telling y'all what's going on. And they are also hackers, okay? And they got women that work with them. It's a group of them. It's a sector of them. I done told y'all what's going on, but they've been zoned in on. Because when I tell you these folks have terrorized the YouTube streets, not only have they terrorized the streets with hacking people, they also have terrorized the YouTube streets with getting people's information and running their credit and getting their family's information and running their information. And they work with these record labels and things of that nature, and they send folks to people's houses for them to be. A lot of these women have worked with these men to set folks up to be killed. So, and you would think that they would know better, but they old motherfucking asses, but they doing it. Okay, because it is an organization. It is. They hack into your phones. They have networking engineers that hack into your phones to listen to your conversations. Use a sick bitch if you want to hear what I'm talking about. Okay. But that's wiretapping. I think they need to look at the penalties and the laws that's against that and what they're gonna be looking at. Okay. So y'all check y'all credit to make sure ain't nobody been running your credit and things of that nature. Y'all make sure y'all do that. Okay. Hold on, let me see something. And so what they start trying to do is spam the chat and things of that nature, but it's all good because guess what? You won half the battle when you already know the direction and the people that's involved. Okay. You just have to narrow it down to that person. Wonder who gonna tell on who. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I enjoyed myself being on here with you guys today. Um, as I always do, as I always say, that my subscribers are some real grown folks, and I do appreciate you guys. As we get on here, we talk about young Dolph. I do talk about Memphis a lot. I was born and raised in Memphis, so and I'm in Memphis every day because my businesses and stuff are in Memphis, and I see what is going on, and it bothers me a whole lot. And then looking at these little dudes on social media, I believe the first thing that my spirit told me this when I was looking at what CEO Jizzle was posted. If you knew how many times I suited up to come and get you, you'd leave me alone. It kind of lets you know that they are taunting him, they're messing with him. They need to let CEO Jizzle be great. They're jealous of CEO Jizzle. If Pre is feeling a certain way about CMG and their affiliates, they got a right to feel a way about him, because look at what has happened to Young Dolph. They act like they could just take folks out of here and then people are supposed to be okay with them. Everybody know that they had something to do with Young Dolph. If they didn't, we see that everybody that has been arrested, let's just be real, thus far has been affiliated with CMG. I mean, that's not hating on them. Hell, that's the damn truth. Okay? That's not hating on them. It is the truth. So they can't get on here and say I'm spewing hate at them. No, I'm just speaking the truth. They should be ashamed of themselves. They should be a darn shame of themselves for what they are doing. They wrong as hell. These old dudes, and there's a lot of them too, for what they gassing these young dudes up to do. But like I said, what these young dudes need to understand is their money is not going to that little money that they giving them. Well, we all gonna put together and give you $300,000. I mean, so here's the thing about that, y'all. This is a prime example of what I was talking about. I'm gonna use Orange Mound Quet as an example. Remember when I was saying that they go and they commit these hits and things of that nature, and they talk about they got all this money, all they're gonna be able to buy is damn noodles and commissary and shit. But see, now they got the fresh favorites. I mean, Orange Mountain Quit paying for an attorney, and he's eating fresh favorites. He still got some money at this point, I guess. He still got some money, or somebody paying for something for him. But I think he still got some money at this point, even though he declared himself indigent. So that means he ain't got us that much, because he declared himself indigent back in January, but he still got that lawyer. And that is because it would be beneficial to the people that hired him for him to have that lawyer. That lawyer is affiliated with Art Horn. See, they ain't smart. That's the reason why they always trying to discredit me. Those that try to discredit me know I know the damn truth, and the others just hating. Okay. That lawyer is affiliated with Art Horn. And it would be, even though Orange Mound Quet is declaring himself indigent, it would be in the best interest of whoever paid Orange Mound Quet for that lawyer to stay on, so that they can, because they already know he's not going to encourage Orange Mound Quet to take any pleas, so that Orange Mound Quet don't break. Anything that goes on with Orange Mound Quet, if he look like he want to do some sideways, that lawyer is going to notify the funders. Okay, so if Orange Mound Quet was to say he ran out of money and couldn't pay that lawyer today, and they're gonna pick up the fee and keep paying him for Orange Mound Quet or whatever, or they'll tell him to go ahead and let the county pay him, and they'll just be paying him behind the scene, to make sure that he stay on the case. so that he could let them know everything that is going on with Orange Mountain Quet. So Orange Mountain Quet is in a rock and a hard place. I'm telling you, because he in jail right now because the people that hired him threw him up under the damn bus. And I'm telling you what happened. Okay. I'm telling you what happened. But anyways, you guys, I got to get ready to get out of here because my clients have been consistently texting me, child. This lady scared her husband out there cheating. But we're gonna get out there. I'm gonna get back on tonight because I actually had another subject. And I actually had another subject that I want to talk about. And it was completely different from this subject. But I had one when I saw them. I definitely want to talk about this. It's going to be a hot summer in Memphis, but I want CEO Jizzle and his crew to calm down because they have a talent. What they're trying to do now is bait them into a beef because they have already strategized to take CEO Jizzle out because CEO Jizzle is the bold one. Okay, he's the bold one. He's got the talent. He's doing features with Kenny Money, and I think it's just a matter of time before he blows up because he's got the look, like I say, cute as a little button. Once the girls see him, they're gonna go crazy over him. Okay. So, and he is talented and can rap. So that's why I say CEO Jizzle don't need to take the bait. Lamigos, you need to stay your ass out of North Memphis trying to get them the dudes to be hitters for you and messing up these folks' lives, and stop letting folks send you out. Okay. Stop letting people send them out. Okay. Before he have his ass doing 60 years. And I don't think Lamigos gonna be able to do 60 because I don't think he never been to jail. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I really enjoyed you guys today, but I gotta run. I got some things I gotta do. I wasn't planning on doing nothing today, but child, this lady calling me talking about her husband is getting ready to go make a pit stop unexpectedly, and she frantic. He about to cheat. So I need to see what he got going on today. Me and my team got to post up to see what he gonna be doing today with his girlfriend, child. So what I'll do is I'll get back on tonight when I get home. I love you guys. I really appreciate you guys so much, and I'll talk with you later.